Brilliant. So, I wanted to ask Luke a question yesterday.
Je voulais dire à Luke
I wanted to ask Luke a question. I wanted to ask.
Je voulais demander à Luke une question hier.
Ok. Or je voulais, je voulais poser une question à Luc hier. Yes, demander ou poser une question. Ok. I always think demander quelque chose and poser une question. It's not that like you can't demander. Not that you can't. Enfin, moi je pose une question, moi j'ai demandé quelque chose. Yeah, I tend to go with demander. Poser une question ou demander quelque chose. I just think works nicely. So go again. So yesterday I wanted to ask him a question. Let me hear with him.
Hier, je voulais lui poser une question.
Lovely. Go again with demander so I can hear it.
Hier, je voulais lui demander une question.
Demander quelque chose. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So what I'm saying is, for me, it just rolls off nice with poser une question or je voulais lui demander. Je voulais lui demander quelque chose. Yeah. Okay. Lovely. Because I didn't agree with something my teacher had said.
Parce que je n'étais pas d'accord avec quelque chose qui a dit mon prof, is it?
Something my teacher. So when you're introducing a new character, you're going to go up to k, aren't you? If you think A to B equals key, which means a verb. So, you know, like when we have the suki suka debate. But if it's like, I don't yada yada yada, something that my teacher said, you'll always have a k before a new character, a new subject. So off you go again. So I didn't agree with something that my teacher said.
Je n'étais pas d'accord avec quelque chose que mon prof a dit.
Lovely, okay. And in that one, might be nice, even if you didn't have it in English, it might be nice to say that my teacher had said, que mon prof avait dit. Yeah, okay. Lovely. I was sure that she didn't understand the rule.
J'étais certain qu'elle ne comprenait pas de règles.
Lovely. And notice that, you know, jumping backwards and forwards between elle ne comprenait pas, elle n'avait pas compris, whatever's going on, okay? Lovely. Apart from that, I've enjoyed myself at school this week.
À part cela.
À part ça, orally, oral now. Yeah, okay,
ça.
yeah. Good. Give me some synonyms. Autrement.
Autrement.
Sinon. Yeah. I've enjoyed myself at school this week.
Would I use amusé?
Yeah, so I enjoyed myself.
Je me suis amusé.
I enjoyed myself a lot.
Je me suis beaucoup amusé.
Je me suis bien amusé, I like as well.
Bien.
Just so you've got it. Yeah, je suis beaucoup amusé, je me suis bien amusé. At school this week.
Au collège cette semaine.
Okay. It was for you. It was useful for me to be able to go to the library.
C'était utile pour moi de pouvoir aller à la bibliothèque.
Lovely. I had 3 hours yesterday.
J'avais 3 heures hier.
Yeah. I had nothing to do.
Je n'avais rien à faire.
Okay. It made me happy.
Il me rendait content.
Lovely. Let's say it made me happy. So I'm looking back at an event in a all done and dusted thing.
Ça m'a rendu content.
Now notice, incidentally, how you switched from il to ça, because I like ça m'a rendu content. Yeah, maybe even ça me rendait content, but ça m'a you're comfortable with. Okay, so notice just academically how your mouth is used to saying certain things with certain ways, and it's just obviously increased that flexibility. So lovely. Okay, but it was a bit weird.
Mais c'était un peu bizarre.
Okay, one girl couldn't stop crying. One girl didn't stop crying.
Une fille ne pleuvait pas.
Now, The verb to cry is pleurer, yeah, pleurer, but I want didn't stop crying. She didn't stop.
Would it be elle n'arrêtait pas?
No, that's she wasn't stopping. Yeah, so elle n'arrêtait pas. But give me again. It's this. You can go both ways. Whether you're talking about during the process, she wasn't doing this, or looking back on it in overview, she didn't stop crying. Okay. So, and I think I want the latter.
Une fille n'a pas plu.
Didn't stop crying.
Une fille n'arrête pas.
Didn't. I need the stop in the the perfect.
Une fille n'a pas arrêté
Lovely. Link it for me, please.
à pleurer.
Link. Say for me. Une fille n'a pas arrêté.
Une fille n'a pas arrêté
And give me the verb to cry, not to rain.
de pleuvoir.
No, to cry.
De pleurer.
De pleurer. Pleurer. Yeah, pleurer. Okay, pleurer. Go again. Une fille n'a pas arrêté de pleurer.
Une fille n'a pas arrêté de pleurer.
No, let's make sure we've got a couple of things down here grammar-wise. If you stop in something, it's physically s'arrêter. So when my mom picks me up in the car, sometimes she stops. You know, we stop in front of the traffic lights, whatever. You know, on s'arrête. Yeah, movement. If we are stopping to do something else, j'ai arrêté de fumer. Yeah, it's going to be with avoir. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
How do we know arrêter isn't always reflexive? Because how would you say to me stop as a command? What would you say?
Arrête.
How would you say to me get up if as a command? Using the verb.
Toi.
There you go, lève-toi. So if you say arrête, you don't say arrête-toi. Do you know what I mean? You say arrête. So good. Okay. Lovely. She couldn't stop crying.
Elle n'a pas arrêté.
Now, listen, she couldn't stop crying this time.
Elle ne pouvait pas arrêter de pleurer.
Pleurer, like pleurer. Yeah, pleurer. Okay, yeah. Notice again, we could have had all done and dusted, looking back at it in one action. Elle n'a pas pu arrêter de... But I personally am going, elle ne pouvait pas arrêter de pleurer. So you've got this option. You're either sort of saying, throughout the process this, or looking back on it this, okay? Okay? Apparently, her boyfriend had said something to her.
I don't know what apparently is.
Don't worry. So, if I told you apparent, apparent, what would apparently be, do you think?
Apparemment.
Good. Now, why did you, even though you said you don't know it, clearly you've heard it, good job, why didn't you say apparentement? Why not? What was the difference?
That's a harder sound.
It is, but it's basically... That is, I guess, the symptom, and the cause as well as rather than the symptom. But basically, it's because it ends in an ENT or an ANT. What's the word for constant?
Constant.
Lovely. How do we say constantly?
Constamment.
Good. Constamment. We don't say constantement, do we? Okay. What's the word for evident?
Évident.
Évident. Nice accent. And how do we say evidently?
Évidemment.
Lovely. So notice that when we have an ENT or an ANT, we double up the M as well. Évidemment, constamment, there'd be a double M there. But that we wouldn't have constantement, yeah, or évidentement or anything like this. Okay? So how would we say apparently?
Apparemment.
Lovely. Her boyfriend had said something to her.
Son copain lui a dit
Had said something to her.
quelque chose.
Lovely.
Son copain lui avait dit quelque chose.
Okay. It was annoying because I couldn't concentrate during my lesson.
C'était énervant parce que je ne pouvais pas me concentrer pendant ma cours.
Pendant mon cours. Good. I had difficulty concentrating.
J'ai du mal à
I had.
J'avais du mal à me concentrer.
Lovely. So, notice. It's an absolute great thing. On one level, you're relying on your brain's familiarity. And you're relying on your brain being familiar with patterns and sounds. And that's what we want. We want the brain to become more and more familiar. And on the other level, Because it's in your French-speaking life, particularly with me, in fact, only with me as far as I'm aware, you've used this expression, you will have said j'ai du mal à a hell of a lot more than you will have said j'avais du mal à. So notice when your mind's just thinking du mal, it will just go into what you're more familiar with. So can you say for me, I had difficulty concentrating again?
J'avais du mal à me concentrer.
Lovely. And notice again, if you were saying like all things done and dusted, it's not unheard of to say j'ai eu du mal à me concentrer. Yeah, j'ai eu du mal or j'avais du mal à me concentrer. Okay, okay. Lovely. I asked her to shut up.
Sorry, what was that?
I asked her to shut up.
Je lui ai demandé de se taire.
Lovely. I said to her, shut up. Direct speech now.
Je lui ai dit, tais-toi.
Spot on. Spell tais-toi for me.
T-A-I-S-T-O-I.
Hyphen, yeah. So let's do some French letters. Ha ha ha. French letter used to be the old word for condom, so that never ceases to amuse anybody over the age of 50. So spell tais-toi for me.
T-A-I-S.
Yep.
Hyphen.
Good guess. Tirer, because it pulls things together. Or trait d'union, a trait of union. Trait d'union. Lovely.
Trait d'union.
T-O-I.
O-I.
T-O-I. Good, okay. Lovely. How do we spell école in French letters?
E accent aigu.
Good, so you can either say E accent aigu or
E
E,
accent aigu.
because if you just say E, then we know what it's referring to. Yeah,
Okay.
because there's no other vowel that we say E, say O, but E accent aigu, say O, L, exactly, okay? E grave, you know, E accent grave, you know, good. Lovely. Eventually, somebody must have contacted her mother.
Éventuellement.
Mm-hmm.
Éventuellement, quelqu'un. Is it quelqu'un a dû?
Lovely. Now make a mental note that we're using must have, as in, oh, I imagine my summary of the situation is this is what happened. Same as in English, must as in you must learn French is like, you know, to have to, and oh, I don't know, he must be late. Where is he? Do you see what I'm saying? We could use yeah. So say for me, somebody must have called her mother.
Quelqu'un a dû appeler ta mère.
Not my mother. My mother would probably go, but yeah, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
was it my mother?
Yeah, no, her mother.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Sa mère.
After waiting for 3/4 of an hour, both her parents arrived.
After waiting 3/4 of an hour.
Yeah.
Après avoir attendu.
Lovely.
Après avoir attendu 3/4.
Trois quarts.
3/4.
Yeah.
D'une heure.
3/4 d'heure.
3/4 d'heure.
Yeah, okay. Both of her parents arrived.
Is it ses parents tous les deux?
Yeah, or tous ses deux parents.
Tous ses deux parents sont arrivés.
Okay, lovely. They seemed annoyed.
Ils ont semblé.
Now, it would be a description if we were using semblait.
Ils semblaient.
Lovely. Or ils avaient l'air. Ils avaient l'air énervés. Yeah, okay, ils semblaient. Lovely. What is the other verb that matches semblait? To do with appear.
Paraître.
Lovely. What must we not confuse it with? Apparaître, which is kind of like the rabbit appeared out of that, you know. So what is the was imperfect form of, so paraître, so ça paraît, that seems weird, ça paraît bizarre. What's the was form of that?
Paraître.
Think how do you say I knew in the imperfect using connaître?
Savait. Connaissait.
Good lad. So how do you say they seemed?
Il paraissait.
Lovely, il paraissait. Lovely, okay.
Il paraissait.
Lovely, okay, got it, okay. Don't have to use it, it's just so you know you've got it, okay. Ça paraît tout bizarre, that seems really strange, okay. Apparently something had happened with her boyfriend the day before.